How are we gonna start this one?
Don't you always say like, "Hey guys, welcome to the Nimdom Podcast," and you stop saying the number because you always mess up the number.
Yeah. So how do we
What
start
number
this one?
are we even on?
I think this is 12.
12?
Oh, that's pretty up.
I'm a double check, so in case he does say the number, he's not wrong.
If
Okay.
it's 12, this stays in, and this is the intro.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
This is number 12. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Let's start.
Wow. Yes.
Small podcast day with just Ampz and ThyGamePlaya, who's now a water bottle. Hey.
Hi. I am
I
indeed
like
a
water
water
bottle. I might get thirsty. I might drink you later.
Ew.
Oh.
Oh. It happens, I guess.
Yeah, it does. Ampz is that kind of guy after all.
Oh, I'm not supposed to recycle him, right? Because it's bad for the environment.
Wait, you
No.
are supposed to recycle them.
Or I'm not supposed to like reuse them. That's what I meant.
Oh, you're not supposed to.
I'm supposed
reuse
to like
them.
toss them out and recycle them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
How did you make the mistake of not recycling then?
I have no explanation. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that was a really bad one. All right, hey guys, welcome. Today's podcast is going to be mostly on two things, the two big things, at least for this week. It is Legendary Alm and Golden Week. And let's start with our boy Alm because we got the best archer in the game all of a sudden, and I don't think anybody saw that coming. Unless you're Legion, then you're going to claim you saw everything coming. He's also not here, so we're going to keep talking.
Nice.
Oh, okay. First, let me start with Legion. Legion, yeah, talks in a weird way. I don't know if he really knows English.
Mm-hmm.
He always says like uses and us's and weird stuff. So, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah, and his obsession with love life also really confused shit out of me too. I was like, wow, you're kind of
Yeah, at first I thought I would like him for that, but it was kind of weird. Like,
Wait, he likes Love Life?
oh yeah, he's a big Love Life fan.
Oh
What?
hell yeah, dude. You
When did
didn't know
that happen?
Oh, it's...
I don't even. It was before me. I came in. I was like, "Hey, who likes Love Live?" And he was like one of the first people to message me.
But he's a
It was-
fake
I love
Japanese
Love Live.
person.
I know. That's weird, right?
He was
Okay.
the founder.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, he's not here. Yeah. We got the best archer. How about we just start with who pulled?
Well-
I did.
Okay, how'd that go?
I got a legendary Roy. That means anything.
Oh boy,
This
I
is what
always
I
wanted
get-
Legendary Roy.
This is what I get for pulling full circles. I think he's minus defense. No, he's minus HP plus defense.
Oh, that's not
It's,
bad.
it's okay.
Yeah.
He's getting foddered. But the only reason why I'm keeping him right this very second is because I need to understand what the hubba-balooba is with that other thing that just happened.
Allegiance
So-
battles?
Yes, so we'll get back to that because I don't know what's going on. Apparently, he's very important.
Yes. Colorless heroes are at a premium. Everyone's just... All the friend heroes are basically asking for colorless heroes because nobody has colorless heroes.
Really?
No. Nobody has plus 10 colorless heroes because it's based on arena scoring. So if you bring in a colorless hero, it has to be plus 10.
Right, and most people aren't going to be bringing in. They don't have a heavily invested in plus 10 colorless hero.
I don't know. I see nothing but Surters. I'm like, why?
Okay, well they're dumb people. I haven't used anybody's hero that isn't colorless thus far.
I'm actually legitimately curious. I don't know.
I did pull on this banner,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't get anything special. But I did get some merges towards my male corn, which is nice because I want to plus 10 him so he could buff the Asgard trio in their bonus.
That and he's your favorite male protagonist in all Fire Emblem. I knew it.
Oh dear God, no.
I knew it.
What?
You've played Fates how many times?
A few times,
How many is a few times?
like 20.
Oh my. Oh. He's your favorite, isn't he?
Bro, of all the ones you
Oh.
want a plus 10, you want a plus 10 the one who was drawn in DeviantArt? What the fuck?
Okay, well, listen, he's pretty good though as a support, and I need support because Anna kind of sucks really bad.
Yes.
The other two are okay. Well, Alphonse is actually amazing, and I think Sharon is.
I
okay.
hate the fact that he became amazing. He used to be absolute shit because he was slow. But and
Now
then
he's off the
speed has
bench.
yeah, and then speed has no value now because everybody at the highest tiers just uses armors.
Yeah, he brought the bench with him, and he's smacking people around with it.
He's putting them back on it.
It's pretty good. But yeah, I'm sorry. Anna is hella wheelchair, so. Okay, I guess I can't blame you then. Too much.
I'm
You
not
can
summoning.
blame-
Yeah,
Oh, good.
I was going to say I'm not summoning yet. I'm gonna wait until the final day or ish, or into 3 more days or something like that. So that way I can summon with the summoning tickets, because we're getting more. But that's part of the Golden Week discussion. We're getting more summoning tickets, so I just want to do one big summoning session.
Oh yeah, this one's way longer than usual, right?
9 days. Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I think they're just doing that to kind of just introduce allegiance battles. Saying like,
Probably.
hey, this is here. We're gonna leave this up for a whole season, or yeah, a whole season, so you guys can potentially get a hero.
So I guess get your +10 colorless heroes, boy.
Yeah. If you really want to help people out, colorless heroes are the best. And most people have just been putting up their Conqueror Alms, who's really good. But I've been seeing such dumb stuff. You guys, okay, just a quick refresher. You guys know his stats, right?
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'll break it down just for everybody involved listening. His stats at baseline are 40 HP, 37 attack, 37 speed, 26 defense, and 22 res. His bow adds 3 speed and is 14 might. So he hits really hard. He's really fast. I saw double darting blow Alms. So, yeah.
There's no reason he needs double darting.
Pretty funny.
Darting Blow 4 adds 9, and then Darting Blow 3 CO adds 6, so 15 extra speed for a guy who's 40 speed base with his bow. So 55 speed Alms. Like, people have just lost their minds.
Wait, this is weird.
What?
GamePress changed their layout. Now they have a discussion on top, and like I guess a discussion about like the specific hero, and then they go down to the art, the stats, and all that stuff. So
I wasn't aware of that. I don't go on GamePress.
I just go for stats and data mines.
Yeah, GamePress guys, I don't view very highly of. I feel like very often they make really bad recommendations. That's about it.
Actually, I'm actually kind of curious. Let me see something. Okay, there is no Fury Desperation Alm, but there is a attack speed solo 3, guard 3 Alm. That's pretty cool, I guess.
A lot of their ideas are super wacky. Like, hey, if you do this, it doesn't really make sense, but they do it.
Oh wait, I got an even better one. Brave Bow, attack speed solo 3, chill defense 3, flashing blade.
Sometimes I think they're just trying to be special.
What? Wait, why wouldn't you just make Klein at that point?
Shut up. This works.
Oh my goodness.
But that's such a Klein. He has like all that in his bow.
Who's Klein? I don't know who Klein is.
Okay, that's what I wanted to talk about. Like, Alm is one of the best archers we have in this game.
He is the best archer. The
But
only
he has competition.
only
against
competition he has is heroes that literally can't compete. Like, he has no way of competing with. Legendary Lucina because of Future Vision, and the other one is
Following Jacob.
Howling Jacob, and that's because he's not armored. So when it's like that, it's not really fair because there's literally nothing the other characters could be doing about it. So
I do think, okay, because I wanted to talk about Klein. I do think Klein could kind of compete with him, but in a different aspect. Not like in terms of how good Klein is, just in terms of how good of a support Klein could be for Arena. Right, because if you're going into Arena and let's say it's not Alm's season and Alm's not a bonus hero, then you're probably not going to want to take him because he's going to be killing things, right? Or he won't be able to do much. Whereas if you take Klein, now you could run triple chills
yeah,
on just one guy.
yes, but
So I think Klein still has a place, but not like in terms of like
it's
good
money.
usage.
It's minute because the points advantage on Alm is immense. So you're really just sacrificing the chill defense, unless, sorry, the chill. Yeah, it's chill defense on in his bow. So that's really your biggest sacrifice. Outside of that, you could use wind sweep on Alm, and then he just doesn't kill. So
that's also true.
But he's nuts.
Yeah, he is definitely. I'm really surprised they went like this route with it.
I'm really surprised with Game Press saying attack speed so low, because it makes things so awkward, and the only benefit of it all is that he doesn't lose HP, but you gotta be away from your allies. So that's such a typical Game Press build where they create such a interesting scenario. By interesting, I mean why are you doing this to yourself scenario. And the cost is just so much more higher than Life and Death, even though he's perfect for Life and Death because he's one of those low defense, low res heroes, and most of his bulk is in his HP. So yeah, wacky.
Also, I was like, okay, because with him we got Darting Blow 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, I don't feel like that's his best ace skill. Like,
it isn't.
There's like almost anything is kind of a better option.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, a lot of people don't know that much for some reason. It's weird. It's really weird. Okay, so let's put it into perspective why Darting Blow 4 is not a good idea. You give him extra 9 speed, he gets to 49 speed when attacking. There's just no reason for it anymore. Generally, heroes are already really slow in arena for arena purposes. Most of the times they're armored, and even when they're fast, they're like in their mid 40s of speed. So when you reach 49 speed when attacking, you basically have everything covered. Not to mention, chances are you have, I don't know, some kind of buff, and then you're definitely fine. Or you have ally support, hell, even summoner support, flowers, whatever. Chances are you're absolutely fine. So this extra speed doesn't help him. The next argument is, people are going to say, is like, you know, Luna Arc and Lunar Flash, you know, and it works to have more speed because Lunar Flash can do 20% of your unit's speed becomes, you know, damage. But the problem is 9 extra speed, if we're just looking at Darting Blow 4, 9 extra speed, 20% of 9 is like 1.8 or something like that. But the game...
1, I think, because it rounds down, right?
But it rounds down to 1, exactly. So the argument for Darting Blow 4 to increase damage on Lunar Flash is dumb, because you don't use Lunar Flash every single turn. But when it does trigger, you only do 1 extra damage. So...
Wait, okay, alright, let me make sure the math is right. So you would let's just say you have his base speed with his bow, which is 40, without 40. Darting Blow 4.
Yep, and then add Darting Blow.
So it'd just be 40 times 0.2, right?
Yeah, but you don't count that, because that's there anyways.
Or no, like, so his special would do 8 damage, right? Because that's 20% of 40.
Okay, yes, but this doesn't confuse people, because the idea is that doesn't matter, because that's his base, because it will always be there. So we should be looking at different A skills to figure out.
No, right. I'm saying.
Yes.
That's how much he does at his base, right? So that doesn't matter. He's always gonna do 8 extra damage at base.
Yes.
Also, don't forget the bow adds 3 speed.
Yeah.
We
already put it in.
Yeah. Okay. So with Darting Blow 4, which is 9 extra speed when he's attacking, he gets 9.8, but it rounds down, correct?
Yes. So it's just still 9.
So he does 1 extra damage.
Yes.
His special.
That's the point. Yes.
So,
it's not
ideal. Think you could run almost anything else, and it should be okay.
Yes, because the extra 9 speed actually doesn't improve your damage, and chances are it's not going to get that double because you're already going to double. So chances are what's better is like Swift Sparrow. I know this sounds dumb, but it actually is better because you do 4 extra damage on every attack, and it still provides you 4 extra speed, which works out to 1 extra... Actually, no, it's not.
No. It's still the same damage.
It's still the same damage, yeah.
Life and Death will actually let you hit that extra damage that Darting Blow 4 gives you.
Yeah, so it's Swift Sparrow if you want to keep his bulk intact, and then or Life and Death. That attack speed solo that is on Game Press is stupid, because you don't want to have your archers isolated and away from combat just so they can have those extra buffs, and all you're sacrificing is defense and res. That isn't very important to him because he's one of those heroes of high HP So it's not like it's meaningful to have really high defenses if it means you take like 0 damage or near 0 damage. But when you're taking like a shit ton of damage anyways, honestly, it doesn't matter. It's all you need to worry about is, do I survive the hit? If it's yes, then it doesn't matter. So.
And if you give him life and death 45 speed, you're gonna avoid most doubles.
Yes, and you'll still double most of the times anyways.
Right. And to address the double darting blow people, because that is 15 extra speed, right? So that's 55. And if you times that by 0.2, that's 11 extra damage. So that's only 3 extra damage versus his base.
Yeah.
It's not really that significant.
Yeah.
So I think running all these darting blows or double darting blows builds aren't the best for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you, like Swift Sparrow's pretty nice on him. Doesn't affect his defense or res, and it gives him 2 stats that he really wants.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't let him hit that extra attack threshold, but with a buff you could hit it, or if you have any type of support from another ally, you could hit it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Or your seal if you want to use speed +3, I guess.
I wouldn't use speed +3.
I wouldn't either. I would. Oh
jeez.
no. Okay. Oh no.
You tell him.
I think we're okay. She's agreeing. She doesn't like that either. I think flashing blades is still good on him because he's pretty quick. He's one of the quicker heroes in our game.
Yes.
I think life and death is one of the best options on him. I think fury's also good because it gives him just stats and everything he needs. He won't hit the extra damage threshold still, but I think fury's still good on him.
I would only put fury on him if you do desperation because that
Right.
chip damage is too dangerous for him.
Right. But I think solos are actually okay. I don't agree with Game Press's builds though, but I think solos are actually okay if he's not like getting support or anything from his friends or allies.
Wait, using soul?
Solos.
Oh, okay. Really? It's so
I
much
don't-
more
I don't think
expensive.
it's that bad.
It's
And
so much more expensive.
It's expensive. That's the only thing. Yes, it is
for,
expensive.
for like absolutely no boost at all. It's so bad.
But I don't know. See, anything's kind of.
Do you
good
remember
on
who
him.
attack speed souls from? Just wondering.
Legendary Erica.
Yeah, you really want to do that? She's rare as is.
I'll do it.
I see it. It's hard for me to suggest it because I wouldn't do it myself if I had one Erica and one Alm. If I had 2 Ericas, 1 Alm, maybe. But I'm not the kind of person that really fodders one thing that I have.
I'll be honest. Even if I had that power, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Just take Swift Swirl, take life and death. Don't be the special person, because it's typical game press to give you like a build that is slightly better in very specific scenarios for monstrously more cost. So I wouldn't do it.
Well, there's also there's flip side.
Okay, let me.
Right
hear
now, I'm gonna go a little forward, but I'm gonna jump back. So we have Hero Fest banners right now, right? And we have
Okay.
CYL2 as one of those.
it. Okay.
If you get an extra Celica, I actually think he could use Death Blow 4
No.
really nice.
Why?
I think he could. Even
for
Death Blow
what?
3, like of your budget, Death Blow 3 I think works fine on him too.
Sure, I could take Death Blow 3, but why?
I think it works well on him.
Okay, but why would you take it over Swift Sparrow?
Oh, over Swiss Sparrow, no.
Then why would you do it?
I'm saying over Dark Blow 4. I'm talking about his base kit.
Killed his wife.
It is.
That's hella pog.
It is just much more easier to do Swiss Sparrow. It is not worth discussing Deathblow 4. The problem with Deathblow 4 is 40 speed is real good and all, and he's supposed to be killing armor and all, but like, honestly, you're just making it too difficult on him. I mean, he against normal faster heroes, he's not gonna double, so that's already problematic. Against, I mean, 40 speed, he against normal fast heroes, he's gonna get it to a 1-to-1 exchange, so there's not much point into that. And then when he does attack, that 8 extra damage isn't gonna be meaningful. Against armored heroes, still though, is it gonna make a difference? That's debatable, because then there's way too many armored heroes. Against the truly high armored heroes, doesn't make a difference. No, because most of your damage is still gonna come from the chip effect from your Luna Arc being 25% of your foe's defense becoming damage. So if you attack twice, it'd be like 25. So you'll do like, if they had 50 defense, it's 10 and 10, and if they had 50 defense when you're hitting 51 and now you're hitting 59, so you're hitting 19 and 19. They still survive, is the point.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen too much of Alm, and it just came out too recently. So this is all just like my first impressions and things that I thought first off from seeing him.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why mathematically it doesn't really work out.
Okay, then I'm gonna go back and say definitely Life or Death and Swift Sparrow are the best on him.
Yeah, because just the math. It doesn't make a difference is what I'm trying to point out. If they have like middling defense, then you have something there. But that's about the only time you do.
I'm really surprised. Okay, I'm gonna talk about his color. I'm surprised they went colorless on him because I really thought like if they were gonna do another legendary bow, I really thought it was gonna be a red bow.
Man, don't be that person.
No.
No, I didn't want that. No, this is great.
No,
but I'm
red
surprised they went this route. Like,
There are
I
people
didn't expect
actually
it.
upset that he's not a red bow.
Why
not
would they
upset.
be upset?
I'm like, you need to stop.
This
Colored
is
bows
great
are
that he's.
dumb.
This is great that he's colorless.
Colored bows are terrible. They're bad. The
The
best
only one
thing
that's good is Legend Lucina, but that's for other reasons.
yeah, it's virtually just Future Vision. If it wasn't for Future Vision, there wasn't. She would even be up for discussion, honestly.
Legendary Lucina is by far the easiest. If you want free wins in arena defense, just put Legendary Lucina on your team. You'll win, guaranteed. At least one.
Yeah, she's immensely good at just sniping somebody and getting a kill, and then ruining a person's run.
Well, looking at all the colored bows we've gotten Legendary Lucina, who's good because of Future Vision. New Year's Fjorm, who
No.
no, she's okay.
She's 35-35, but she's green, so it takes
Right.
away from why that.
There's Legendary Lin, who is not good, unfortunately.
The
I mean-
living incarnate of the letter F.
She has a role as a defensive flyer, but people don't see it.
Right, but she's still a pretty rough unit to work and use. Then there's Sue, who it's not good either, but her movement at least makes her a little bit better than Lin. And then there's Halloween Niles, who is actually okay and pretty good, but that's because he's an armored and he can use these armored exclusive skills.
Well, he doesn't
But-
really need it because he's fast armor, he's okay. Just no reason to take him over Legend Lucina is basically it.
Right, like still, like just these colored bows don't have a good record. And our best archers, we're saying the top 3 archers in the game, in our opinions, is Halloween Jacob, which are 2 colorless, and Legend Lucina because of Future Vision, which is 1 colored bow.
Yep, basically.
It's just these colored bows aren't. They just haven't done that well, and the only one that has is because of their assist skill.
Yep.
And I'm just really happy that they didn't go red bow with all.
Yep. Yep. I think that's very clear.
So happy.
All right, but yeah, the ultimate thing to say about him is just he's a fantastic hero. I don't think anyone expected him to be this good, but he's that good. So it's up to it'll be really interesting to see what happens afterwards, because he's the first infantry archer to reach 162 BST. That's significant because it's the same amount of BST as Soleil. So he's basically an infantry hero, a Generation 2 infantry hero, melee infantry hero, except he's not melee. He's ranged. So.
And let me just make sure I'm right on this. When it's his season in Arena, right, he hits 170 PST, right? Just like Roy?
Oh, you mean in terms of stat totals? I guess, because he gets +4 to everything.
No, from his blessing, right? Because his blessing affects himself.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
He
He
hits
also becomes
170 during
170.
his week. So he's actually pretty good for Arena.
Yeah, that's also that's one of the things that irks me about all the new heroes, is just that it's so in their favor for whales to +10 them, because he's under 170. Like for Legendary Roy, it never made sense because Legendary Roy was 170 BST. So, people were like, if you did somehow or for some reason decided to +10, like use, okay, the entire point was he was 170 BST already. So when you did use the effect, it didn't actually change anything. So people were just like, what was the point of that?
I think the only time it affected you is you had no merges, right?
Huh?
I think if you had no merges, the effect actually mattered.
Yes.
But that's the only time.
Yes. So
I think it would have been an even bigger haha if they also gave him red dual infantry instead of bonus doubler. just to not make any sense, because they don't make sense. Let's be real here.
Mm.
Would have been a funny joke. I would have laughed.
All right, but yeah, in terms of all of that, he's like the truest kind of power creep I've seen in a very long time. It's actually not a very long time. I guess Flora was a true power creep. First range hero to reach 170 BST, and Lucas the highest defense highest hero of base defense. The hero of the highest base defense in the entire game. So there was already a few instances recently, but still, it's still really significant.
Well, it's nice to see because he still differs from Flora, because Flora's not fast at all, and she's very reliant on enemy phasing, whereas is now more player phasing. So it's nice to see him like introduced, and I'm pretty sure he's one of the most wanted people to get a legendary form.
Yeah.
But I wonder if IS is going to continue. I wouldn't say it's a trend yet. I wonder if they're going to give us heroes that are definitely under or close to 170 VST as the next two legendaries, which will be the last two pair-up units.
Do you really think it's just going to be like 4 pair-up units?
No, I think they might push more. I really do. I don't... Because if they're trying to make this game out a staple, then why wouldn't they give us more legendary units that actually affect?
I think I remember when this first came out, or the legendary heroes came out. I think the graphic they showed was just 4, and then like after the 5th one came out, it like got even bigger. So I can see that for sure. It gets bigger after like the 4th or 5th.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we're just gonna get 4, but if we do, that would be best, because I'm speaking just first impressions. I don't really think this new game mode is all that.
Yeah, it's not.
So I kind of hope we don't get more than 4.
I'm so confused.
But I feel like there is a high possibility we do get more.
It bothers me because IS is banking on the new game mode with pair-up function, and they're probably gonna put in more game modes with pair-up function in mind in the future. And they double down on it by betting also on arena, because the arena aspect of the BST with the heroes makes them like very ideal, because you don't have these heroes essentially save you in this case like color stool infantry when you use him in arena on his season. So that's huge. But yeah, it's IS playing the cards just to like make people burn as many orbs as possible, but also to make money.
I think it's also kind of a way, like, I'm gonna be on the flip side here. I'm gonna try to see the argument from IS's side. I think they're trying to help people save money too, in a way. In a way. Just listen. Right. This is talking about allegiance battles, right? They're saying it scores the same as arena, right? So you're gonna typically use the heroes you built for arena in allegiance battles. So you aren't gonna really spend too much more money on new heroes to build for this game mode specifically, like in AR. It's like in AR, your arena-made heroes aren't necessarily the best in that mode. Whereas in this one, they're still pretty similar, the same. Like, they score the same.
But you forget. You forget the fact that you still need a +10 Elm.
Right, that's the other
So
thing.
how did they save us any money?
Well, what I'm saying is you don't have to go build another set of heroes for this game mode now. You don't have to make heroes specifically just for this one game mode now. You could use your arena heroes in this game mode.
Or they just don't use that stipulation of arena scoring, and then you're fine.
That's the other thing they could have done.
Yeah.
Wait, this new mode does the arena scoring
Oh
shit?
god damn it, Marvels.
I was waiting.
What is up? I'm
Hey dude.
Are you?
tired.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, just to finish off that thought, if they really wanted to make it in favor of players, they don't have this arena stipulation at all. So I don't really buy this argument, because there has never been a need. to make a mode based on arena scoring. They could have done anything else. So I don't buy it.
New mode's trash?
The new mode is. I don't think it's fun. I think it's interesting enough, but I will not be playing more than one time. You know,
New mode
I'll play once a
confuses
week.
me.
That's it.
Let's
I
see
was-
how it is.
I was hoping
I hope.
for.
I legitimately hope, especially when we elaborate more on it next week. I hope somebody in the comments fully explains Allegiance battles to me, because I feel so stupid.
Why?
don't
What
get it.
is confusing about it?
I don't
I
understand.
don't know. I
what's
skimmed
the
over
point.
it and I was like, whatever.
Guys,
Like-
please.
It's that kind of thing where you don't really want to try comprehending it unless someone else does the work for you.
Okay, it's very, very simple. You match colors, all right? Match
Yeah, but
colors.
why?
Because
Okay,
they
if
wanted
I'm
it
matching,
to.
If I'm matching colors, why am I pulling for Alm? Why am I pulling for Roy? I don't
Okay.
get it.
Because they
we
have
kind of
pair
talked
up.
about this a couple of days
Oh,
ago.
boy.
They have pair up, and you get extra score from like getting kills with pair up units. But also we were doing math the other day, and Alm and Roy are necessary to hit like the highest rank I
Yes.
think in this mode.
So
They're-
that is
damn
why, Amps, when you
Oh,
said they
this
did it for our reasons, I was like, what are you saying? This is.
I'm kind of trying to take a positive out of it, but
No,
Man.
they didn't. It was for themselves, as usual.
They did it
Got
for the
'em.
money.
There was never.
Money.
There was never a necessity or reason to make it based on arena scoring. They could have just done an entirely new kind of way of like, hell, they could have shifted to only your SP counting, and it would have allowed any heroes to be used. But no, arena scoring. So you're using your arena team still, which restricts the heroes you could possibly bring into the mode. That's already problematic. But the other issue was this legendary hero and with the pair up function, because you now definitely need a pair up hero. If you bring your own pair up hero, it's even better, because this way, for example, your last hero could be green, and then and that green hero can therefore bring in a blue hero. So you now have extra points against blues and
red.
well, blues and red.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
This is what's stomping me right now. You get an automatic pair up as your final
That's
unit,
not
right?
enough. It's not
So
enough.
these legendary heroes adds more. Is that what it is?
Yes. That's why it's not in favor of free to play players, because you get 10 points for going say a blue against red, but if that hero is also paired up, you get extra 5 points.
And these paired up units, they're 175 BST, so it's like you gotta plus 10 them too.
You gotta plus send them too.
I mean, for regular arena, you just need one copy of them, and you'll get by when it's their bonus week. But after that, it's kind of nope.
Mm-hmm.
Is there like a stamina or something towards
No.
it?
You can go as
you
many
just-
times as you want.
But you should stop playing when you ran out of friend heroes to use.
It resets daily, so
Yeah. So if you have the maximum amount of friends, you could play 100 times a day with optimizing your score. But after that, you can't really optimize to the highest.
So it's 100 attempts, but you gotta make sure your friends bring their plus 10, 180 BST things. Or whatever.
From what I understand, your friend's unit that you use doesn't affect your score.
yeah, it doesn't.
Oh,
It's
so they can
so-
bring anything. That's okay, I guess.
Not
So I guess it's
really.
alright if I throw my on like my extra team or something. I don't know.
Not really.
Right now-
Whoever you get to send out, you can pick. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll send out the new Alm or something.
The
I
problem
don't know
right
if that
now.
helps people or not. But...
No, it doesn't. The problem is colorless heroes. Everyone needs colorless heroes. Yes, you're Conqueror Alm, I saw. By the way, you're the guy with the 2 darting blows. You're the darting blow. You're using darting blow 4 the darting blow seal. You're one of them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Plus
You did
15 on
it?
it.
Bro, what a
like-
legend.
Yeah, so 55 speed on initiation. Like,
Oh,
let's
no.
just break the fucking game. Eat shit. 61 if I get like a plus 6 buff.
Okay, there's no point
not
in
even
that much
it's-
speed.
Yeah, it's too much speed, but then you look at the special. Now, what I was about to do with
We
them,
did that. Yeah.
I'm gonna test it out, see how it is. I'm gonna do like special spiral, and then I'm gonna do a short bow with his special.
Wait, you're gonna get rid of his bow?
I'm gonna try it out. I picked up an extra Sue, so it's not really a bad thing for me. But I want to see how it works out. So I'm gonna do like I'm gonna go between both bows and just kind of see how it works. See which one I like more, because I'm gonna do special spiral. Because his special's a 2-turn cooldown, so I'm kind of stupid if I don't do that, right? I mean, yeah, no follow-up's cool and all, but
I'm pretty sure
I'm not gonna fodder all.
I'm pretty sure Luna Arc provides more damage though.
It probably does. It probably does in a vacuum. Like, if you're hitting like super high defense shit, it's probably gonna do more, because
yeah,
from what I can tell, there's no, like how those like how Giga Excalibur and shit like that has like a +7 cap, or Flora's new weapon has like a +8 cap and difference.
There is no cap.
I don't see a cap. There's no cap on Alm's weapon, so if I'm hitting like a 90 defense unit, that's like 21 damage. I don't know if it's true damage. Is it true damage? Has anyone tested?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be true damage, but your math there also didn't add up, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just kind of tired right now.
Yeah, no worries.
Balling it. But like, I mean, when I was doing the Abyssal run, like, Alm one-shot like my 55 defense Bowie, so it's probably true damage. I don't know. But Bowie got one shot, and Bowie has like 50 HP and
Marlo's
shit.
your mic.
Hold on.
Huh. It's both stupid. I like it.
Okay. Anyways,
Fucking unfair.
are we still on this? We're supposed to be talking about Golden Week.
I actually don't know what your itinerary is today.
I know you
just
don't.
kinda walked in.
Yup.
You actually just caught the end of Legendary Alm. Now we're gonna get to Golden Week.
Golden
just
Week.
Dropped out of nowhere.
Golden Wings that are in Dragalia Lost right now, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But honestly, I didn't expect it. I mean, yeah, some things are mined, but I still didn't expect it. I was like, what is this?
So real quick, we got about 9 things as listed in the news notification. The first thing is the first login bonus, which is 10 summon tickets for Hero Fest banners, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Then the next login bonus is 20 orbs total. And a thing that I believe came back from last Golden Week is the daily reward maps that give you 2 orbs for each day for a total of 20 orbs. So that means we get a total of 40 orbs. And then number 4 and number 5, because they go together, is the 2 Hero Fest banners, which are both CYL1 and CYL2. And what do you guys think about these banners?
I think I'm going to go take a nap. See ya.
Have a good night.
Oh. Okay.
Have fun with this one. I can breathe again. Hopefully. For the first one. And, I think, yeah, the second one's pretty good too. I think I'd rather pull in that one, to be honest, but, you know.
Right, and well, the thing is with these summon tickets is that they're restricted to these banners. Whereas in other gachas, you can use summon tickets freely.
Wherever,
So yeah. So that is a downside. I mean, I don't mind it as much because I do like the CYL banners. I like all 8 of the units, except actually Malai. I like 7 of the units. I don't really like Roy that much. But I think it's good, and if you try to take the orb equivalent of these tickets, it's obviously 5 orbs per ticket because it's 1 summon per ticket. So that is actually 50 orbs in just these 10 tickets, right?
There's
Yeah,
100
so
orbs in total, therefore.
Right, because we get another 10 tickets in the Legion's Battle quests, which we got 5 today. Or not, we got 5 when this Golden Week first came out, and then on Arena Reset, we'll be getting 5 more to finish the quest off.
Right.
So I know some people are gonna be kind of sour and happy about this. Some people do like these heroes and like these banners. Also, some people are gonna be like, oh, I don't want to summon on these heroes because these CYL1 heroes are outdated. Why can't I use all my tickets on CYL2 banner instead?
Mm-hmm.
Which that's the only downside. I think IS should probably start letting us use these tickets kind of wherever.
It's
Maybe they could put some restriction like on like rate up banners. Like I can use my tickets anywhere I want except for legendary banners because they have a higher rate.
Yeah, maybe like this. If it's a Hero Fest banner, you can use it up to a Hero Fest rate, so 5%. If it's for a normal banner, you can use up to a normal banner rate, 3%. And if for whatever reason it's on a Legend Heroes banner that there's a summoning ticket, you can use it on everything. That would make a lot of sense. And that would be fair. But it's too much control in favor of a player, I think, that is the reason why ICE doesn't want to do it.
Right, because I think
kind of need to at this point. Where are the people at?
Yeah. So in other games where they have one summoning rate, the tickets make a lot more sense. And so I understand why they have tickets, but at the same time, last year, guys, just to put things in perspective, there was 13 orbs from login bonuses, there was 22 orbs from reward maps, there was 20 orbs from Golden Week quests, and then, yeah, that is 22 plus 13, that's 35, 55 orbs. So, right, there was 55 orbs last year.
so. We lost out on a total of 15 orbs.
15 orbs in exchange for like
20 tickets.
Yeah, in exchange for like 20 tickets, which technically have a value of 100 orbs. Technically.
But not really.
But not really, because it's your buy-in orb, your first orb. So that 55, well, I would say we still ultimately came out ahead, regardless, because the two banners aren't like bad banners, and they're Hero Fest banners, so the rate's even higher. And every hero still has great fodder. Like even Legendary Roy you mentioned was Gale Force as fodder.
Right, yeah, he is Gale Force.
Right, so
yeah. all these heroes are still good to pull even if you don't like them. But they all have something to give, or they have their own uses, even if they are like a little bit outdated.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna meet those people that are gonna be like, oh, I want these tickets, I want my orbs, or oh, I want to summon on these banners. And I mean, I don't know how to justify any of this to them.
You really can't, because
yeah.
Real talk, if you're crazy enough, I think at least Hero Fest 2, I think it's worth full circling.
Oh
16
yeah.
orbs.
And
Instead
those
of,
4 units are
no,
all
sorry,
very
15 orbs, not 16.
right.
So.
And all 4 of those units are really, really good still.
Wait, do you want to do that for every circle though? I think for CYL2,
Well,
yes.
if you have the tickets. If you don't have the tickets, don't bother. But...
Well, you're going to have the tickets.
Oh yeah, why not?
Because that's 10 tickets, and that's 10 rounds. That's 150 orbs.
Yeah. Start saving. Boy.
The thing is, yeah, I agree with you, but also the legendary banner is here too.
Yeah.
So that's they're trying to make you split your orbs.
Man, you don't need Alm. Overrated. Can't even say that with a straight face. Yeah. I mean, I would recommend this if you spend money on this game, but don't.
You know, with what you just said, it makes a lot of sense, but
Yeah, like, because 2 is really good, and I think...
No, seriously, what you said makes so much sense, because Special Fighter is a premium skill. Garm has it. Wraithful Staff is now a premium skill, because Veronica's the only one in the 5-star pool, General Summon 5-star pool that has it, so that's now a premium skill. Deathblow 4, also Gale Force on Celica, premium skills. And Hector has Vengeful Fighter, I believe?
Yes.
Which is also a premium skill. So.
Wait, no. I think his bold.
Bold.
No, he's bold because his spear is quicker post.
Yeah. I got it mixed up with Legendary Hector. But yeah, you get the point. They're all premium skills, so it makes a lot of sense.
And even though you're not just giving them away for their skills, they're all good heroes to use too.
Though I wouldn't say you would want to plus 10 any of them at this point.
Oh no.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that either because they don't come around too often.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Real talk, I think of all of the 4, I'd probably plus 10 a frame. Big if, though.
The problem here is this banner, as valuable as it is, for people who care about any amount of care for ether raids, that Astro Hero is coming up pretty soon, next month.
Yeah, that's right.
You're gonna sacrifice a lot of flowers if you just play ether raids daily, or you just complete it every week. That's a huge amount of flowers you're gonna be giving up, because you don't really know when he's gonna be back the next time. Because chances are, or whichever the Astro Hero is, chances are next month, after Astro Hero, the following month after the Astro Hero, it's going to be a pair up hero. So it's really, if you miss next month, it's 2 months down the line, so 3 months in the future before your next Astro Hero.
Yeah, that's really rough. So if you do care about ether rates, probably just keep saving.
And at that time, it'll be in the middle of summer, where you're going to have 3 summer banners.
That's right, we get 3.
That's right, someone's gonna be in a bikini, guaranteed.
And it's going to get closer and closer to CYL. So all of that combined together, you probably want to get your Astro Hero as soon as possible, so you can just properly budget your orbs for the future. Okay, but with all of that said, the one biggest thing this Golden Week lacked versus last year, do you know what it is?
I don't know why, but I feel like you want to say the free unit.
Yep. Kaze. I really liked that last year. Now, we were wrong. Kaze was not an exclusive hero. That was not a unique hero. He ended up just demoting really soon afterwards, and he became part of his hunting pool, and it wasn't as impressive. Still, Kaze was a big fan favorite. A lot of people were really happy to get him. A lot of Fates players involved. A lot of people on Conquest, I think.
Yeah, he is a big fan favorite. I was thinking though, do you think they didn't do that this year? Because back then they didn't have Grails, right? And he would have been a Grail unit back then. But now that they have Grails, they're like, oh, we'll just make people play ether raids instead of give them a free unit and put them in the pool. So let's not give them a free unit this year.
I don't know. I think that's dumb. It's
I
Golden
think-
Week, for Pete's sake. Just celebrate it properly.
I think they could have given a free unit and then just like, oh, you want more? Where he's added an ether raids. Go do them.
Would you have been happy? I don't know. I don't think a lot of people would have been because they rate plus 10 him. But would you have been happy if they gave us like a free plus Mass Marth, like 5-star?
If they did any free hero, I would have been happy, honestly. Because there's just no reason not to. Honestly, it's just a free 5-star. Are we gonna pretend Kazi was like this game-changing hero? In some ways, he was, thanks to attack smoke fodder, but that's after the fact. But at the time, was he like a game-changing hero? No.
Oh no.
He was very similar to Felicia, except he had more might, and he had a slaying dagger. So he had some advantages over Felicia, but he wasn't a game-changing hero, which is why I even mentioned it, because it's like such a small thing that they could have done, and it would have made a lot of people happy.
Or even, I'm not gonna go too deep into the crossover, but what if this Golden Week they give us a free Yuden, which is the main protagonist of Dragalia?
I'm all for it, but the problem is they can't do that and not go all the way with it, you know?
Oh, right, that's what I'm saying. Like maybe in this Golden Week they give us a free unit, and then they give us like some side story or paralogue about Dragalia. That would have been really nice.
That would have
They
been
made
ideal.
a sprite and everything. It's right there.
I know, it's literally right there. It bothers me so much we didn't end up getting anything FEH XDL.
You know what they could have done? Actually, hilariously enough,
What?
stealing an idea from Dragalia Lost. Just give them a ticket and say, here, free 5-star.
Yeah, but I think they want to reserve that for anniversaries and whatnot.
Yeah, you bastards.
Yeah, I really okay. Final thoughts on Golden Week. I think it was okay. I give it a 7 out of 10. You know, it's in my eyes 5 out of 10 guys is a passing grade. That's like mediocre at 5 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 is legitimately good in my eyes.
Yeah, the chancla is put away. I'm actually legitimately excited for the quintuple SP.
Right,
I don't know.
that's right. We didn't say that we are getting double EXP and SP, and then we are getting quintuple.
Okay.
What is quintuple?
The thing with quintuple though, guys, is who really cares? Is what
I
would say.
do.
Because you get
Big numbers.
if they did quintuple HM, I would be all over it. I'd be like, damn, that's amazing. But
The only thing quintuple XP and EXP and SP does is save you time.
yeah, on training and stuff. But that's rarely an issue with people, anyways.
Right. And
Does
also
this-
Golden Week is probably the time people play the most, actually.
Does this mean we finally get to level like 2 in one level?
No, you can't. It still caps out at 1 level, so it's not even that big of a deal.
Damn it. What's the point?
Exactly. That's my point. If it was for HM or something, that'd be awesome. Essentially, this just means like you could be using rival domains to level up all the way to 40, for example. Because you could just be on like, you could be like level 35 and be using like level 30 rival domains. That way you don't really need stamina to train and stuff like that. So like that one couple kills you get is good enough progress. So it's more like it makes the rival domains training more efficient, and rival domains doesn't use stamina. But your personal training and whatnot, it's so high to the point where it doesn't even really matter. It will save you time. It will save you a lot of time still. But I argue it doesn't really matter.
When does the quintuple start?
I don't have the date on me.
Damn. I
Alright.
wonder if it's gonna be during the TT. I wanna know how big the number can get.
I believe the double is lasting for a week, I think, and I believe the quintuple is lasting for another week. I may be wrong. I don't have the date on me.
Yeah, I don't really see it.
But it's not. It's nice to have, but it's not significant.
No, not even remotely.
But if I had to rate this Golden Week, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. I'm generally happy with it. There's just a few things I'm sad about. I'm not really enjoying Allegiance Vows, though I want to give it a little bit more time before I really clearly say I hate it or I don't like it, or if I do like it. And then I'm also kind of disappointed they didn't do anything with the crossover, because I am a DL player as well, and I would have loved to see Faye do something like DL did, because DL went all out.
Yep, they
Whereas-
really did.
Said, hey, here's some art, here's some sprites. You don't get these heroes, but go check out that game that got our heroes.
I
But
give this.
that was like my major disappointments.
Yep.
Yeah. I give this a 7.8.
Oh,
Too
no.
many tickets.
Oh no.
I said it. Get out my face.
Well, I can't believe you're going IGN on us.
I did. They have gone IGN on us too. I'll do the same.
Alright.
Damn it.
Alright, so yeah, Golden Week, guys, ultimately, I think it meets expectations. I just really wish it exceeded expectations. That's what I truly wanted out of it. Overall, I'm okay. I'm okay to pretty happy about it, but oof, this for most players. I think last year was more hype. Honestly, guys, last year when they announced all the free orbs, the special maps, and then they gave you Grand Conquest. I'm not sure if Grand Conquest that was the first Grand Conquest, was it?
I think it was maybe like the second one. I think we had one before, and then they gave us like Kaze in the second one.
Okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that
yeah,
too, actually.
You're right. Actually, you're right. It was the second one. It was the second Grand Conquest, and we got a new hero. So the hype factor last year was really, really high. And Grand Conquest, guys, you might not think of it much now, but think of it from a year ago, where it was the first time ever we got extended maps, like these huge maps. And instead of AI heroes, well, these are still AI heroes, but AI built heroes, these are player heroes. So you fought against really interesting things, and it was competitive for a while too. And end of all that, you got Kaze, which at that time was a really good colors hero. So you put it all together, there was a lot of reasons to be hype about it. Which this year it's more about just summoning tickets and whatnot. Which, as hype it is, it's more like if you get summoning, if you summon well enough. There's not like any big event that brings everyone together. which is the unfortunate part.
Right. The best thing they did this year was, well, I mean, not best thing, but the best thing like to relate to that is allegiance battles, but it's not getting well received so far from the people I've talked to about it. But time will tell, and I mean, overall, I think it was okay to pretty good Golden Week, but they do recognize that summon is their main content, which is
not good. I've explained this several times to a lot of people. Summoning cannot and should not be your main content. Here's how I broke it down for like Dragalia Lost, for like Langrisser, alright? Number 1, community aspect. You need to have a community manager, a public official Discord, things like that, where you can have your players come together really easily, and it's official and facilitated. This also allows devs to talk to their players really easily, and their players to communicate to the community manager their issues and whatnot. And so everywhere there's communication involved. So there's a good community aspect of it where everyone's on board at the same time. Number 2, there needs to be a co-op play, right? Whether it just be literally co-op, where you go through a mission together, or it could be raids, it could be boss battles, it could be PvP, but there needs to be like a player with player aspect and player versus player aspect to it, which is what really helps sustain a game. There also needs to be a story mode, a good story mode, because a narrative driven function of the game is irreplaceable, because reading a story and enjoying a story is not the same thing as enjoying like arena play or like grinding or whatever, right? It's just all fun. You're just reading. It's like a completely different kind of aspect of the game. That's super important. And then of course you need to put in new heroes over time. And in my eyes, Ice is only doing the last part. Every other part so far they've kind of forgotten about, which is unfortunate, because if you rely just on the new heroes, whenever a player doesn't care about new heroes anymore, or they just get sick of it, or they just think everything's power creep and they stop looking at all of it, then isn't it game over? Don't they just quit? Because there's nothing keeping them there anymore.
Yeah, that's pretty much like what are like, if you're just introducing new heroes, like usually new heroes are hype, but I think like some of the hype is kind of dying down from summoning. For
me, like Legendary Elm, I wasn't actually excited at all. I looked at that skill kit, I was like, ooh, this seems pretty interesting, but I'm not sure if it's gonna actually work. And I saw stats like, well, this is really good. But then at the end of it, I was like, well, I still don't really care to pull. Because at the end of it, it's just like, I already know, like every month or so, there's gonna be a new top hero of some sort, and I just keep seeing it over and over and over again. I don't really care anymore at this point. Like, you can't keep me entertained just by throwing a better hero at me, which, by the way, it's not like I get automatically. I gotta save up and try and get them.
Right, and at least with like a new, fresh, and well-written story, you'll be like, oh wow, I'm guaranteed to have this entertainment. There's no like stress factor to it. I could just sit down and enjoy it.
Yep.
And I don't know when it's coming, but I expect it'll come soon.
Yep, and the other part of the problem is like FEH story, it just takes too goddamn long. You can't release one chapter a month. People don't even remember what happened the last month. And then you're gonna continue the story from that point on. Like, it's not a good idea. But they do that because they don't. If they make it go quicker, they also like put up a lot more orbs. So not sure if IS wants to do that. Anyways, I'm just saying like this is just more towards that, and I really want an indication otherwise. If Allegiance Battles, for example, was a raid battle, a co-op battle or something, I would be all hype. Like, I would have no complaints. Because you at least showed you understand what makes a strong gacha game, and you just put it all together. So you backed up the summoning aspect of it with all these orbs and summoning tickets, and then you create a new mode that really furthers the co-op aspect, the partner play, the player-with-player interactions. So that's how I saw it. Anyways, to end things off, of hashtag Golden Week 2019. Short and simple.
And we'll see you guys next week.